to an update of a story that I first, Rich Zeoli broke the story on the Zeoli Show. If you remember, if you were in Cape May at the Grand Hotel that day, do you remember this? And with Senator Ed Durr, as well as others from South Jersey. And we were talking about the mysterious death of a canine, of a dog who is, as you know, a canine is considered an officer. And this canine's death happened on a Friday, mid-August. I think it was August 12th, if I recall correctly. I've been updating this story over and over, but we have heard calls from many residents, hundreds of residents, saying that it's terrible that we have a canine fire marshal dog that died under mysterious circumstances and still no answers for the community. You think about, this was Deanna Durante of NBC 10. To the credit of, I think it was 6ABC, they did cover the mystery initially. I have not seen any follow-ups on this. And of course, politics at play here. So Canine Ember, that was her name, was assigned to the county fire marshal. We know and have confirmed through authorities, died inside a vehicle assigned to the fire marshal, who, yes, is from a pretty big family, powerful within the Democrats in South Jersey especially. And we know that there's an attorney now representing a member of the fire marshal's family who says that both dogs, in other words, the canine Ember, as well as the person's personal pet dog, tragically died in the fire marshal's 2020 Chevy Tahoe canine vehicle. So an official vehicle paid, I believe, paid for by taxpayers, right? And so the second dog, reportedly died alongside Ember in that county-owned vehicle. So we've heard over and over, and you've heard me interview, for example, Senator Ed Durr talking about this, the county's failure to acknowledge Ember's death, to honor her service, how offensive that is to first responders, as well as to the citizens, as well as to the taxpayers. And just a little background here, the county officially welcomed Canine Ember to its team of first responders back in August of 2020. At that time, Ember was a 1-year-old red fox Labrador, beautiful doggy, teamed with her partner, Chief County Fire Marshal Sean Layton. And this was the launch, and it was celebrated. I mean, local newspapers with the pictures of the fire marshal pictured with Canine Ember, and everybody said, "Oh, look at a cute doggy and so sweet, and we love canines." And this was announcing a new working relationship after many months of comprehensive training. So Ember arrives at the county fire marshal's office as a donation from Joe Nick, as well as canine director at the John Sonny Burke Police Canine Academy there at the Atlantic County Police Training Center. So I believe technically Ember, I don't know how this works. I don't know I've tried to look this up as far as I believe technically, because Ember was a donation by Joe Nick, who officially, has a right to more information. I don't know that, because does Joe Nick technically still own Ember? But it was a donation to the county. But I would say certainly if the taxpayers, if it's a county program, and it's a canine program, I certainly see there are so many avenues by which residents and taxpayers and citizens have every right to transparency, to know what's happening here. And so they estimated Ember could work as many as 100 fire scenes in any given year. This is just unacceptable to me. Where is the information? Now, as far as the Gloucester County Prosecutor's Office, they have said, well, we never comment on ongoing investigations. Really, can somebody just give some transparency to this? You have a canine who died under suspicious circumstances. And this is many months ago. And then we saw pictures that were posted of a makeshift grave that supposedly Ember was buried in this fire marshal's backyard. And again, where is the transparency? Where is the answer to all of these residents who packed meetings and demanded answers? There is a lack of transparency. This is a real problem. And to me, I can't believe, and where's PETA? PETA always wants to complain about everything. Where's PETA in calling for more word on this investigation? And are there criminal charges? Reportedly, what I'm being told is that these dogs were left in a car overnight. This is reportedly from some pretty good sources who say that for whatever reason, these dogs were left in the vehicle, a county vehicle, and obviously this happened mid-August in the heat, and they died. They suffocated to death. And so certainly this warrants a criminal investigation. And certainly by now, on this December 5th day, this happened back in August, and we don't have word. How long does it take you? I mean, maybe we should look at the competency of those investigators to say, really, isn't it pretty obvious? You could even say, we are considering charges. Here's what happened. Has an autopsy been performed on this taxpayer, funded program with a canine? Come on, Gloucester County. Come on, South Jersey. Don't let politics cover up the death of this canine. That's my plea. You can find me on Twitter at Dawn Stensland. 855-839-1210 is the number to call. I want to hear from you on a much lighter